You are talking. And I think that maybe because I was silent or something, maybe my vibe, I getting like a sense of how I was feeling or something. You now said, you know what, I'm done. I'm not doing it again. And I said, God, I had to, that this is not something that I would end the call and call later. Because as I say, you're breaking up now, I can call you in 5 minutes and you have blocked me
I'm
everywhere.
going to block you.
So I said, whatever I was doing in life, I had to do it there and then.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Brunch and Banter. As usual, I'm your host, Aigbeme, and the head chef of Brunch and Banter, who prepared this wonderful spread. And this is my co-host and reluctant sous chef.
Hi guys, my name is Chimezie as always. Welcome to another episode. You'll see that there's just two of us today.
Yeah. We don't have guests for you today. I'm sorry, guys. You're stuck with us. But don't worry, it's still going to be
a good
fun
stock.
episode. Yeah, it's a good stock. It's going to be a fun episode.
Always.
Yeah. So should we introduce the food?
Yeah, it's an interesting lineup. When you told me about the menu for today, I was like, okay.
Yeah, this is probably maybe the only time we've not had rice on this table. As you guys know, we are Nigerians.
There are times we haven't had rice.
Really? I feel like you always want rice.
I do.
I always have to make rice. Yeah. But you also like couscous.
So I love couscous.
Exactly. So couscous is replacing the rice today. Okay, so let's talk about the food very quickly. Then we'll jump into the episode. So what did we make today?
Thank God you said we, not you, because I helped.
Okay. Did you? Well, he went to the store and bought all the ingredients. So
and did the heavy lifting.
And well, yeah. So I will. People have said I'm not always giving him credit. Well, I'll give you credit for going to the store.
Thanks.
But in terms of the cooking, that was all me, baby. Okay, so we have this like pepper soup with corn in it. Honestly, I saw this recipe on Instagram. I think I was looking through my phone and you were there. Like, oh my God, let's make this. I don't know how you're supposed to eat the corn with the pepper soup, but I put the corn and let's hope it tastes nice. Then I have this like chicken cashew sauce. It's really good. Yeah, there are cashew nuts in there. I toasted it in the wok, and then I put
and that's for the couscous.
Breast. Yeah, you can pair it with the couscous. There's a veggie couscous there as well. Tons of veggies in there. And then there's this like rice noodles with shrimp veggie stir fry thing. Really, really good. That's so good. Then we made chicken wings in two ways. There's like the crispy chicken wings with honey and black pepper. Yummy. No, trust me, it is hella good. You will not believe this first time I'm making it for him, but when he eats it now, he tell me that it's good. And then like a buffalo wing. You tried this buffalo wing the last time I made it. I was trying to replicate that one you order from Uber Eats, and I think I got pretty close. And then we have like something sweet, mango and watermelon salsa, and then we also have some yummy cupcakes. And that's the spread today. That's the spread.
I think the only thing that I'm not going to eat is the cupcakes. Because my sugar cravings have kind of gone down over the last few years. I used to be a sweet tooth.
I'm also not that much of a sweet tooth. The boys love the cupcakes too. Our kids love the cupcakes, but you know, we may not eat it. Okay, so we're gonna dig in and just.
You know what this reminds me of? This lineup of relatively new things. How you are always taking me into danger.
How I'm always taking you into danger. This is food now. What do you mean?
Like throughout the time I've known you, from when we were dating to when we got married, you have put me in dangerous spots.
Wait, hold on.
At least once a year.
Before we go into how many times I put you in dangerous spots, which is a lie, by the way, I actively reject that premise. I've known this man for like 12.
You always miss it. You always miss it.
Wait, I think I met you in
2013.
I'm so bad with. Is it 2013? 2013.
I'll never forget. You know why I know it's 2013?
Why?
Because we met in 2013. The next year, was when I moved to Etisalat.
Okay, got
Yeah.
it.
So we met in
I
2013.
really don't know, but I know it's been like, so that's how many years ago? So we're in 2026 now. That's 13 years ago. Okay, I'm ready for 13 years. Yay, us. Okay. But when I met him, we're just friends. I think we're a little bit of frenemies. Then
We're definitely
we're
frenemies.
frenemies. Yeah.
And funny thing is that we didn't meet in church. We didn't meet in.
We met on WhatsApp.
We met in a stupid WhatsApp group.
Oh my God. Anyway, we met on WhatsApp, and on the WhatsApp, we were definitely enemies. And then we became friends.
How do we become
Then
friends?
we became more than friends, and then we got married.
I use fraud
and
to
then
I
we
use
had-
fraud to win your heart.
Yeah. Let's tell that story of how we came. So on the WhatsApp, he was always antagonizing me on the WhatsApp group. I never met him, but I thought he was really annoying. But then he said on the WhatsApp group that he was going to the East. And I think eastern part of Nigeria.
No, that you're not telling the story right.
Okay, sorry.
So we were in the group.
Yeah.
It was a lot of very mundane, stupid conversations.
Yeah.
And you were very popular.
Well, I'm popular wherever I go.
Okay, I'll continue. You are very popular. So everybody, like all the guys, they're married or married. Everybody wanted you. They wanted to be close to you.
I don't know about that, but
Me, I'm telling you now, because I know.
Okay.
They wanted you. Now, what happened? I thought like you are full of yourself. I thought like, okay, if everybody was moving towards you, then maybe I should just stay on my own and just not be part of that crowd. Because I found it disgusting.
Yeah.
And so you would say something, I might reply with a snide comment, and then you kind of you definitely thought I was an idiot. And so you used to give me that same energy.
Yeah, I used to give you like.
And then I was writing my blog. I had a blog then. So I used to write.
Yeah, I remember.
And then, based on what you said, this guy is not completely stupid. Like he actually writes funny stuff.
And refreshing.
So
and humorous.
I think you complimented me once or twice on my writing. I thought, okay, she's complimenting. Maybe she's not such a devil.
And I'm a good judge of good writing, by the way.
So the writing kind of broke the ice.
Yeah.
And then we became less hostile. So we now used to banter.
Yeah.
We didn't used to attack each other. So we now turned from attacks to bantering. Yeah. And then going to the East story. So back to
okay. So at the time we were going to the East, weren't that much of enemies. We're like friendly. We weren't friends. And then I said, if you're going to the East, I love agbalumo. As in guys, there's this African fruit. It's like an African, what's the local name? I don't know. But we call it agbalumo. The English name, African apple star or something. I love agbalumo so much.
One of the things I miss about don't call it agbalumo. Call it udala.
Udala. Igbo people call it udara.
We Igbo people
call it. Well, I'm Igbo by marriage. I was born Igbo. I don't really speak the language, so forgive me. But it's udala. So the udala thing was like one of my favorite things to eat whenever it's in season.
She can eat like 200.
Yeah, as in it's not always in season. And when it's sweet, just leave me and a basket full. I will sit down there and eat it. So like, help me get udala if you're going to the East. And the East is where the udala, the sweetest udala comes from. So then he went to the East and came back. I was like, he got me udala. And he was coming to my office to drop it for me. And I was so excited when I was like, oh my God, I get udala.
From the East.
From the East. I was like, wow. And then I was coming down the stairs and I was waiting for him. But then I now realized that if this guy gives me udala, I'll be in his debt. I didn't want to be in his debt. So I stopped at the staff shop and got
You can say you're a criminal, Abby.
Got him a case. Because I'm like, he's not my friend. We're just friendly. Why is he buying me something? So I was like, I needed to give him something back. So I got him a case of Smirnoff Ice at the staff shop because I was working in Guinness, Nigeria at the time.
That started me on it.
So, and then I got him a case of Smirnoff Ice, and then he came in his car and he was like, I got you $2. I was like, okay. I also got you Smirnoff Ice. And he was like, you got me Smirnoff Ice. Why did you get me Smirnoff Ice? And I was like, well, because you got me $1. And then I wanted to give him the Smirnoff Ice, collect $1, and go back to my office. And then I was like, do you mind sitting, let's have a conversation. I was just like, okay, fine. And then sat in the car and we had a conversation.
And that was your mistake in life.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, it's really cool. And yeah, I guess that was the beginning of a really cool friendship that then turned into something else.
Was it always cool? You know, we were talking about it yesterday, and you said that
yeah.
me of then and the me of now are two different entities.
Yeah, because okay, so when we started dating, like we said, okay, we're doing this dating thing. It wasn't always like roses and what's it called? What's the saying? It wasn't always like a bed of roses, right? Okay. Tuesday was so annoying, guys. Oh my God.
I agree. I agree.
It was like
we are mutually annoying.
I was not annoying.
You will never agree.
Annoying.
You will never agree.
What? You tell me the ways that I was annoying.
Okay.
And I'll tell you the ways that you were annoying. But he was really annoying. He would tell me like he's leaving the office and we'll talk a little bit like, oh, I'm just about to get into traffic. I'll call you when I get home or whatever, or I'm about to drive. And then I'm like, okay, talk to you when you get home. And I won't hear from him till the next morning. And he'll call me next morning like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, did you not say you were going to call me when you get home? I'm like, oh, after driving in traffic, I got so tired, I slept off.
Which is valid.
No,
because where I lived, I would go through 2 hours, 3 hours traffic to get home. It was exhausting.
Does that matter, guys? You made a commitment that you were going to call me. And then I'm like...
What happened to your understanding spirit?
Okay, this guy's going to call me. So when he calls me in the morning, I'm like, yeah, we are in a fight. And then we'll probably fight for like 2 or 3 days. Because immediately I fight with you, I don't talk to you. I'm like, yeah, I'm not talking
to you. Which is my number one problem.
This guy.
Which is my number one problem. Is your penchant for fighting.
My penchant for fighting.
Because when I offend you,
yes,
you can be angry for like 2 or 3 days. True or false? Am I lying?
No, you're not lying.
Thank you. But you, when you offend me, once you just say sorry, it's done.
Okay, so what I'm expecting, like when I'm upset with Chim, I always kind of like, I have to process it. You cannot dictate how I use a pension for emotions.
How long does it take to process?
It takes as long as it takes. I don't want to get into it like when I'm upset because I don't want to say things that will hurt your feelings in the moment. So I'm always like, you know what, just give me my space. And sometimes it's a day, sometimes it's 3 days. But when I get over it. Do I ever revisit it? No, because I've dealt with it. No, okay, lie on me in front of the internet. Lie on me.
No, you don't, yeah.
Exactly.
In most cases.
No, in which
this
case?
Couscous, this sauce is very delicious. Is there more of it? It should be excellent with white rice too.
Yeah, I think you can eat it with white rice, of course. Definitely. Yeah. There's a little bit more, but we're not going to finish. This is a lot of food for just the 2 of us, by the way. We just kind of always overdo it. Well, yeah, so he used to be so annoying. And then we were dating and then I'll break up with him. He will not be angry that I broke up with you. I'm like, well, if you don't want me to break up with you, don't do things that make me break up with you.
Shout out to my main one, Chine.
That's true, Chine. Love you, Chine.
Don't love him. Don't do that.
You know I love Chine.
No, don't do that. Because I don't love his wife. No, I love his wife, but I don't love her like the way you love Chine.
Oh no, I love him the way you love his wife. It's the same kind of love.
So why are you telling him I love you, Chine, and all these things?
Yeah, Chine, because I love him. He's a darling. I love you, Chine. Yeah.
That guy is always causing problems in my marriage. But okay, Chine, like you probably broke up with me like 4 times.
I know.
And then Chine will come and Chine has a sweet mouth. I don't know, there's something about him that he'll come and talk to you and tell you. My biggest advocate.
Biggest advocate.
But yeah, you just be breaking up with me. That's how I wanted to propose to you. You had already broken up with me.
I know.
Because I didn't call you for 2 days.
I know, guys. So I have to tell this proposal story again.
So
we had been together for like 2 years at that point, and after the first year of just really arguing, like we just didn't understand each other. And he particularly didn't understand me. It took him a while to figure out the type of woman I was. I don't even think he had dated a woman like me ever before. Wow. I was just on another level. You know what I mean? so he was like really confused because I was setting the bar. I was like, you don't do this, you don't do this, you don't do this. Not gonna work. So that first year was really hard because he was trying to figure me out. I was trying to figure him out. But like in the second year, we had gotten into a rhythm. We're in love. We're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And
it wasn't, oh my God.
Really?
Because all your God sounds like, okay, we were thinking about marriage. But we hadn't got to that point yet. It was just, we were just vibing and it was a good time.
So if we weren't thinking about marriage, why did you propose?
No, it was second year now.
Yeah.
When was second year?
Yeah, that's what I said.
When did you start dating? 2014.
I'm talking about the second year, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the second year was the year you proposed, right?
That's true, actually.
Exactly. So the second year was.
But even up to that point,
yeah,
neither of us wanted to marry. Like we had very strong views.
I didn't want to get.
We had very strong views about marriage.
Yeah.
So even me, I think I just woke up one day. I just woke up one day. In my house in Nigeria.
Yeah.
I just woke up and said I was going to marry. I didn't know why. I didn't know. I think it was divine inspiration. Like I remember very clearly, I woke up for work, to get ready for work this morning. I said, I'm going to propose to Aigbeme. That was it. I didn't consult God. I didn't do anything.
That is really weird because it's so funny because you and I were just together. We're kind of like the part because I was very anti-marriage and I told you about it because every marriage I had seen at that point was unhealthy, was toxic, was not really what I wanted for myself. But even though the first year of our relationship was really weird because we're trying to figure each other out, I really enjoyed the second year of the relationship, and I'll tell you sort of why. The very first time it occurred to me that I could marry this guy, I don't know if I ever told you, was when, I was doing my master's in Lagos Business School. So I used to bunk in his flat in Aja at the time. And then you would, I remember you would ask me, because we used to have like this intensive week. I used to go to class usually on Fridays and Saturdays. But then in the middle of the semester, we'll have like a week where we had to be in class every day. And then Chimezie would ask me, what do you want to wear to school tomorrow?
A sweet boy.
I'm like, I don't know, wear one of these dresses. Like, oh, which one? I'm like, why? Probably this one. And then he would help me iron it and get my shoes ready and hang it at the door. I'm like, okay, this is what you're going to wear. And then he'll help me clean my car. And then I'll wake up in the morning and my car is clean and my dress is ironed and he's ready to go to work. I'm like, did you help me do all this? And I was like, oh my God, that was so
a sweet boy.
And that was like the first time I'd ever seen a man just willingly, or not even willingly or willingly, just offer to help. Because every kind of sort of marriage I've seen, the man was just
the overlord,
this statue that used to just be there, not really engaging. So I was like, okay, that was the first time I was like staying with him for the week. And every day he would clean my car, he would iron my dress for me, and he'd be like, oh, I put what you're gonna wear on the door. And I was like, oh.
And talk about how I'll stay awake when you go and eat fish with your classmates.
Yeah.
I used to pass that lonely road. Was that by the time I came to carry you?
There are a few times.
The time you got lost. I think one of the first times that you used to pass that road.
You drove to meet me and then we drove back together.
So I think I should tell this story.
Okay, but first help me walk this.
So this road, was narrow, lonely, deserted, not lit at night, bushes on either side of the road. You remember that road now?
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
And so I was always worried whenever you are going to pass there because anything could have happened. It's Lagos. And so my heart would be in my mouth while you are driving, from when you tell me you're leaving school to when you get to the house. And there was this particular day that you told me that you were lost. I don't know what you were thinking. I don't know what happened, but...
You know my sense of direction is shite.
But you are lost. That's how you now told me, please come and get me. And then that house, it was just a narrow, like, parking space. So if you want to go out, you have to come and tell your neighbor, move your car, go move your car. And unfortunately, I got back before one of the neighbors. So there was a car blocking me. So I went downstairs, knocked on his door. I said, please, I have to go, please go and move your car. This was maybe around 9 p.m. The guy shall move this car. I just drive. Frah! I'm not driving. Frah! Let me get to you before anything happened.
I think it's one.
I think we were on the phone, communicating. You're asking me where are you? I said, which one is where are you? I'm coming to save you. I'm saying, where are you? No problem, Sha. I now got there. I didn't even come down or anything because I was really nervous about being
I was
that
in
place.
my car, so I just really I saw your car. I started driving behind you.
So I now turned. And now when I got to you, because you were facing me, I was coming to you. I now turned round like a 180 straight, and then just said, "Follow me on the phone." And then we now started driving home. But it was fun times.
I think the biggest thing for me was during that time, I started seeing just how much I could count on you and how reliable you were. And there were many times when, you went significantly out of your way to do things for me.
I remember one funny episode. You have really suffered me in this life. I remember one funny episode where something happened. We had an argument or something. I said, this one, get out. You were in the room. I was in the living room. I think I was lying down or was I playing games? Something, Sha. Well, I was sleeping in the parlor because we had quarrel that day. It was a very feisty quarrel. And then I just wake up. I woke up. What happened? What happened? Is it Amroba? You were standing over me with your box and your handbag. And he said, come and move your car. Come and move your car. I want to go to my house. Yeah. I looked at the time. It was 3 a.m. And from my house to your house was like a good, without traffic, 30-minute drive. You're driving fast. Yeah. And even just to get out of my area, it was a pretty funny area. It wasn't the safest of places. And I just started thinking to myself, it is woman leave this house now. Because at that point, I was ready to go down and open the gate for them. Just go. But I now thought to myself, I don't say if I let this woman go and something happens to her, they will say, man uses girlfriend for rituals or something stupid like that. I now said, in the interest of self-preservation, please, I'm sorry. Whatever I did to you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. You said, how can I quarrel with me? And you left me in the room alone. Came and lay down here. No. I'm like, God, I'm sorry. Please, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please. Carry your bag. Oh, yeah, let's go inside. We now went into the room and, we slept in the room together. I think we resolved the quarrel the next day. But, you're really surprised me.
I think you're just, there's sometimes when, especially during that period that we're dating, that you were just annoying.
I agree. I was annoying.
You were just so annoying. And I was like, and then there are times when I'm like, I've had enough of this annoying behavior. And then I'll just come and be like, you know what, I'm done. I'm no longer interested in this relationship. and then
I remember the story. When you broke up with me in the middle of fuel crisis in Lagos. Hey!
To be fair, when I broke up with you that day, I didn't know where you were, that you were queuing for fuel.
This is the height of, this was in when? 2014, 2015. Height of fuel crisis. I had left my house at 4 o'clock in the morning to go and look for petrol. It was on a Saturday. I left my house at 4 o'clock in the morning to go and look for petrol because I was running on fumes. I don't know what happened the previous day. I don't know what the call was about.
I don't even know what, I don't remember either.
I drove from Aja all the way to the mainland. Like I stopped at VI, Ikoyi, Obalinde. I was going from station to station, trying to find the one with the shortest queue, and I was selling petrol, but I was just coming up blank. Somehow I now said, let me go to Anthony. I was on the corridor road. Then I saw across the road, like that Pangrove area, there was a petrol station that was selling petrol. So I go and turn. This is me running on fumes. Go and turn. And just enter. And maybe there were like 30 cars before me. I said, okay, God, there's hope. Let me entered the petrol station before we stopped selling petrol. I was 2 cars away from the petrol pump when my phone rings. I go, what happened? Shall I pick the call? We now go on a TEDx talk of how this will happen, how that will happen, how it make you feel, how this will happen. And I'm like, God, just okay, just say what you want to say and end this call, please. Because Nigerian filling stations, they won't allow you to pick calls by the pump because it can explode or something.
Yeah.
That's how you are now talking. You talk up, you talk down. You are not giving speech like Donald Trump.
I don't really do talk a lot when I'm breaking up.
But you were talking a lot that day.
No.
I'll let you end the call.
That doesn't sound like me. I usually get to the point when I'm breaking up with someone.
Shebi was me that was listening to the speech. That's how you now say something. You hadn't said you were going to break up with me. You are talking. And I think that maybe because I was silent or something, maybe my vibe, you are getting like a sense of how I was feeling or something. You now said, you know what, I'm done. I'm not doing it again. And I said, God, I had to, that this is not something that I would end the call and call later. Because as I say you're breaking up now, I can call you in 5 minutes and you have blocked me everywhere.
I'm going to block you.
So I said, whatever I was doing in life, I had to do it there and then. So this is me after driving after waiting in queue for like 1 hour. I just gingerly and wildly turned out of the line and parked by the side of the petrol station and now tried to explain and beg and explain and beg. After everything, he now said, okay, no problem. Now you won't break up with me again. I said, mashallah, I can't go back to the pump because I'm not done. Nobody will allow you to reverse and say, oh, I was on the line before, but I had to come out because my girlfriend wanted to break up with me. Can I come back? So I had to leave the petrol station. Luckily for me, and luckily for you, is that the next petrol station, maybe like 200 meters away from, were selling petrol, and there was a shorter line. So they had just opened. Now, the luck was that most people were on the line for the previous petrol station because they saw there was line and they just didn't want to take their chances. Yeah. So luckily for me, I was able to drive in and like maybe 5 cars, I bought the petrol. So it was a good day. But I really suffer.
I think the multiple breakups was because we didn't understand each other. I didn't understand you because I'm like, I'm a superstar, so I deserve to be treated like a superstar.
What's the opposite of super? I'm on superstar now.
No, because I wasn't asking you to do anything for me that I wasn't willing to do for you. That was the truth. So I'm not going to be giving energy to somebody that's not giving me energy back. So that's all in the past. We've been through a lot. Met in Nigeria. We got married. We've changed jobs. We've moved countries. We've traveled the world. Now we're hosting a podcast. And speaking of traveling the world, I think that's what you meant when you were talking about danger, right?
Yes, that's exactly what I meant.
Because Chimezie doesn't even like to travel. He doesn't like to try. He's so reserved, guys. The fact that I even got him to host this podcast.
Largely reserved. Yeah. I think that when, it depends on my mood. So when I'm in my element, or when, I can be lively, but typically I just want to read a book.
Yeah.
Just stay at home, just lie down. Because
cuddle.
Cuddle.
Yeah, the big cuddler. So, like me, I'm very let's go out. Let's go and see what's outside. I'm always itching to go outside. She was like, no.
Was that when, before children, after children?
When I was like, let's go out. No, I've always been like, let's go out.
So even now, you are, let's go out.
Yeah, even now. Well, now, when COVID happened, there was something that switched in me that kind of made me realize that I can find...
That COVID period.
Yeah.
That COVID, when you caught COVID, was probably one of the worst times of my life.
What would I say?
No. You were suffering it, but I was watching you suffer it. What happened? You were feeling sick.
Yeah.
And then we said, let's go to the hospital. So we went to hospital twice. They said it was normal Nigerian hospitals, malaria and typhoid. And they gave us malaria and typhoid medicine, but you didn't get better. So we went a third time, and then the doctor said, have you done a COVID test? This was before COVID really, really hit.
No, it was in the middle of the pandemic.
Yeah. So the doctor said, have you done a COVID test? We said, no. She said, go and do a COVID test. So we go do a COVID test in Reddington.
I don't remember what we did, but we did it. Yeah, like somewhere in Lekki.
And when the results came, we had COVID.
And you didn't have COVID.
I didn't have COVID. So you were coughing really bad. You had all the symptoms. And I think that what was even worrying for me is that several people, young people that I knew then, died of COVID.
I was convinced I was going to die.
One of them was in what they used to call those places where the government facilities, where they used to keep people, isolation centers.
Yeah, isolation center, yeah.
Yeah, one guy died there. And so I was really worried. So I reached out to a former classmate of mine from Federal, who was a doctor, and I told her, Doc CEO, please, what can I do? I'm really, really worried. And she was really helpful. I think I told her about it then. So she told me to buy some medicines. And then she was calling every day to check on your progress. And I think that medicine that she prescribed was really helpful in breaking the symptoms that you had. You couldn't smell, you couldn't taste. Even to eat was the problem. Yeah. And there was me sitting beside you every day, holding you.
I'm not getting COVID.
Holding you, cleaning your body and everything. And I
told you to isolate, to stay away from me, you refused.
I couldn't. Because if I did, who was going to look after you?
Yeah, I also didn't want him to get sick. So I was really scared that he was
a catch-22.
Yeah.
If I isolated, then you would be alone. So luckily I didn't get it. I don't know why I didn't get it. Because you have to feel my face. Like I'll be cleaning your body, and I'm like, how come I didn't get to that period? I don't think. I think subsequently, maybe years after, I've fallen sick from COVID, but luckily we got the immunization, so it wasn't bad. But that period was really tough.
Yeah. Well, we've been through sickness and health.
And
in good times.
That's a good question. Why are you always trying to kill yourself and take me with you?
That's not
a joke.
That's a crazy allegation. What's the meaning of that? Guys, whatever he's about to say is a lie. Don't believe it.
Oh, is it a lie, Abby?
I think so.
When we went to Jamaica,
okay,
and you said we should do kayaking, I said, my dear wife, let's just lie down on this beach and enjoy the breeze. You said, no, how can we come here? We'll not do kayaking, we'll not do this. And I said reluctantly,
hold on.
That you do it by yourself.
Something? Wait, you continue the story. We were on a beach on holiday, we're in Jamaica, we're having fun, pina coladas. We've been lying on the beach for a while. It was boring. Like
we'll finish lying down and we'll go back to the
water. And then I'm like, can we go kayaking? And he said, why don't we go kayaking in this water? I'm like, it's an activity, something to do. Let's just see how it is. I've never been kayaking. You've never been kayaking. It'll be fun to go kayaking. So let's go kayaking. I say kayaking a lot. He eventually agreed, and then we rented a kayak. He insisted he'll be in front to paddle and stuck me in the back of the kayak.
Was I in front?
You were in front, so you were paddling in front. Remember that my face cap fell up, and I was at the back. I was like, hold on, and you shouted at me. So, continue. So I wanted us to kayak because there was a nude beach on the other side of the island. And I was like, oh, let's go see those naked people and what they are doing. Why are they on a nude beach? How nude are they? Let's go kayak there. And the man was not even interested. He just started yelling at me. Continue your story.
So you say, let's go kayaking. And I say, I don't want to kayak. You now say, if you're not going, I'm going by myself. And I'm thinking to myself, because I don't know why, whenever I come up with your I don't think head brain schemes, whenever I come up with your suicide attempts, I always think to myself about what they'll say on
The headline.
or Sarah reporters. A salad big boy eats his wife for rituals. So I said, you know what? Let me follow you and make sure you're safe. So I said, okay, let's go kayaking. We entered the kayak. What I had read was that I don't know if I'm correct, is that the controller of the kayak should be in front, because I think that's how you steer.
No,
Or
okay.
something. So that's why I was in front. It's
I
not
don't know anything about kayaking.
It's not I put you in the boot. So we're not kayaking. We were trying to go to the nude.
The nude side of the island, yeah.
My one problem was that you are not kayaking in synchronization. Because if I say row, when I say row, 1 second later is when you row. So why not do rubbish?
I was like, let the ocean take us.
Which ocean? We were in the goddamn Pacific. He said ocean. With a small kayak. There are whales there. There are sharks there. There are octopuses that be occupied.
And then he said, paddle.
No, that was not what happened.
Okay,
so we had gone to a new beach place.
We never
reached there.
We never got to the new beach.
Wait now. We never reached there.
Yes.
But we were going there.
Yes.
Then the tide started to come high. And
so according to you,
it was high tide now.
Okay.
And the water was not carrying us. So I said, let's go back. You know, I said, okay. So as we're paddling, I think we were moving against, we were using baskets to scoop water because we're not making any progress. I now started to panic because the tide was carrying us away into the ocean.
Okay.
So I was not paddling. You were still taking selfies and stuff. I was thinking
of us in the kayak.
If this tide carries us to the high sea, we are dead. I was not like, paddle for your lives. I was not paddling. She was still doing,
And then the wind blew my hat off. That was my favorite hat.
Which favorite hat?
You didn't let me get the hat.
Maybe 3 times after that, and I flung it. You said your favorite hat. So as we were paddling, the wind now blew her hat full. She just said, wait. I said, which or what? She just said, my hat fell down. I said, God, to polish the hat. God, to polish the hat. But when you paddle, I'm not paddling. She was still, I was doing the paddling myself because you were just doing,
I really wasn't interested in doing any hard work paddling because I just didn't think we could die. I just thought he was overreacting.
That's the problem with growing up in the boulevard and growing up in the streets. I've seen shit. Meanwhile, on the shore, that idiot lifeguard was there laughing at us because they could see that I was frustrated.
He was laughing at him. He was so frustrated. And I was laughing at him as well because I'm like, you're doing too much.
I paddled. I managed to paddle 2 of us to shore. And when we landed, it was like maybe 100 meters from where we started.
Exactly.
I just left the kayak there. I threw the oar on the ground. I just stopped.
Chimezie was so upset. She was like, why would you do that? Why do you want us to die? I'm like, dude, calm down. It's not that serious. And he was so upset. I didn't find it funny. I'm like, why are you yelling? And he's like, I don't understand. What kind of activity are you doing? I was like, okay, fine. At least we made it back. We didn't die.
Thanks to me.
I'm like, well, it was a joint effort.
Another time, that's how you now said we should go submarining.
Yeah.
In the middle of nowhere.
That was fun.
It was not fun. Please let me explain to you what she said is fun. It was in where? St. Thomas.
I think it was Aruba. So we're on a cruise and it was going to like this different island.
Don't say it because you say rubbish.
Okay.
Let me say this because it's paining me. You said let's go submarine. I was like, submarine. What if something happened to submarine? You now said no, nothing can happen, let's go. I now didn't want to go. I now said, okay, I can't leave you alone, let me follow you. We went submarine. From the shore, like the proper shore, to the point of the submarine was like 30 minutes by boat ride.
Yes.
30 minutes
by boat ride. It was a fun boat ride.
There was no...
see the side.
Okay, thank you for that. There was no phone signal. There was no nothing. There was nobody around us. It was just that submarine.
Yeah.
We now entered the submarine. The submarine now went down 300 feet or 300 meters.
Mm-hmm.
Feet or meters? I think it's feet.
I don't know. As in, I feel like it was feet because we kept... Yeah, I think it was feet. Yeah.
Meters is longer.
I can't remember, but it just kept going down.
It was down. There was plenty down.
Yeah. We didn't hit the ocean floor.
We were close to it because we saw the sunken ships.
We saw sunken ships, yeah.
But that's not even the story. The story was that we were in the very small sardine can submarine.
Yeah, it was a very small submarine.
With pothole and everything. So we're seeing the sights. It was nice and everything.
We're seeing different type of fish.
And I was thinking, what if one shark comes from somewhere, one whale comes as his tail and swipes this sardine can? That's how we're all dead here. What if the engine stop? And we're all there. Before help comes to us, we're already dead. So I was just there in that submarine, shooting bricks, thinking, God, please, God, please, God, please, God, please.
So
until we came back up.
During the entire submarine ride, Chimezie was imagining all the things that could go wrong rather than just enjoying the ride. And that's my problem. You don't know how to live in the moment.
Which moment? Do I want to die?
Did you die? Did you die? Are you not still here?
No.
And how cool would it be? You know, your headstone will read, Chimezie Okonkwo, adventurer, died in a submarine.
No. I want my headstone to read, Chimezie Okonkwo died at 91 years. Not at 30 years inside submarine.
Well, you know, I hear you, but I'm like, if you're gonna die, you might as well die doing something like fun and bold.
But the fun thing was your idea.
It was my idea because it was a cool thing to do.
If I want to die early, you know how I die?
How?
As a footballer. I score a 91st minutes winner for my club in a Champions League final or World Cup final.
Well, you're not a footballer, so you can't die. Like, let's be realistic.
If I was just to go out in a blaze of glory, I would like that. Instead of dying in a submarine, that I follow my wife inside.
Then we've done some really fun things as well.
Zip lining.
Zip lining, yeah.
Before we zip line in Mexico. It's not in a country that has really high safety standards. In Mexico, the first made us sign waiver. If you die in our zip line, it's not our business. That was first
the waiver was like they're not responsible for whatever injuries you may.
If you die now, it's not their business. Is that what I said?
Well, it's not. Well, yeah, that's what it meant.
Thank you for that. So we now got on the zip line. I was already cautious. Then, as for now zip lining. The zip lining guy was now saying,
no hands!
No hands, like, don't hold the...
So he could take a picture of us, like, let go, because the zip line, and then we were like, I don't know, like, maybe it was like 100 feet of the air. And then Chimezie is holding on to the zip line for dear
life. I was holding the rope now. I said, if the zip line cuts, at least I'm holding something and I can swing to safety.
And then I'm like, no hands, let's go, take that picture. And then he says, I don't have respect for life. I'm like, well, you gotta die somehow.
Well, yeah, it's been a very interesting 13 years.
13 years of knowing each other. Mm-hmm. 9 years of marriage.
What did I say? What did you say?
I'm just saying, because people might think the 13 years is the entire marriage. I'm just clarifying.
Sorry, don't
calm down.
Don't be angry.
And then we moved to the UK, 5 years ago? Almost 5 years now. Mm-hmm. And that in itself was quite a journey. I got a work opportunity, told Chimezie about it. It took him a while to get there because he didn't want to leave his parents and whatnot.
It didn't take me a while.
Okay.
I agreed.
He agreed.
But it took me a while to reconcile the fact that I was going to believe everything was
and that's the great thing about Chimezie. He's always been extremely supportive.
That's right. That is right.
My career. And
vice versa.
And vice versa. We've always been really supportive of each other's careers. And even in the 9 years that we've been married, I don't take for granted the sacrifices that he also made.
He's a sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, he's made a lot of sacrifices for us.
Very sorry. I think we can talk about that in the next episode. Because I think that's all we have time for now.
Okay.
So we can pick up the story exactly from this point in next episode.